Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here back Phoenix Contempt record. So, I read through the comments, and yeah, this is another case of part of the trial where the game like wants you to jump like in moon logic to something else. Not really much of a hint. Like it's gonna be a running thing where it's at least gonna be one of these, like, you know, present something when it doesn't seem like it's like you don't have anything on hand to present at the time. There was one in the first trial, now there's one here. I wonder if it's going to be a third and fourth case. I don't remember too much of the testimony off the top of my head. Plot beats are still in my head, but the intricacies are not here. But what we're supposed to do here is actually present a profile. Because how else do you explain the empty chamber of the gun? We're supposed to give an explanation to why the gun was discharged then, if it wasn't Maris. And the next obvious thing to think about is, obviously, the victim did it! Yeah, we don't know anything about him, but obviously he was depressed. Objection! I just had a thought about the gun, Your Honor. A thought, you say? Would you care to enlighten us, Mr. Wright? Very well. This is all just a theory, though. No, I'm not gonna go with that. Just to know, you confirm that there is no trace of the defendant's identity on this gun, yes? I do indeed confirm that there was no trace of the defendant's identity in that gun, yes. Good, because if my theory is correct... Will you stop rambling and spit already? Hold your horses. Do you even have horses? Well, I'll still hold them all anyway. Just make sure you put them back in your pocket afterwards. I'm about to explain. Very well. Since there is no evidence that Miss Rubin even touched that gun, I'm willing to bet that there was a different reason for this gun to have been fired. Oh yeah, thinking of it that way, the autopsy report vertical trajectories up through the chin are... Must be a weird suicide if someone just like put the barrel of the gun to the top of their head and just like go pew. Oh boy. Actually, that'll make this even more confusing to think about if the bullet entered the top of the victim's head. Because yeah, there can only be a very specific criteria to do so then. Very specific. Don't be ridiculous. What other reason could there have been? Suicide. It's a capital S. What? You think the victim killed himself? You better have some evidence to back that up, Mr. Wrong. I think I'm on the right track with that. I literally just said with the autopsy report. If you care to take a look at the autopsy report, you see someone's autopsying it. It says the bullet entered the victim's head on a vertical trajectory, therefore entering underneath the chin and exiting through the top of the head. Well, how do you know that, Phoenix? It doesn't say anything like that. It just says it went upwards or downwards through his head. You don't know that. Why, yes, a vertical trajectory would certainly suggest that the victim shot himself. And then we had the matter of the gun. Sure, the defendant was wearing gloves, but we can't be sure she even touched the weapon. I think it's safe to assume that only the victim handled it. And if you put these two facts together, the only answer is that Mr. Nim shot himself. Well, if Mrs. Barris's fingerprints in the gun is the victim's fingerprints in the gun, well, I guess they should be because, yeah, it's his gun. Okay, no one's buying it. Okay. Is it the best you can do, Mr. Wrong? I'm never wrong. What? I said your name. I'm still not wrong. Let's go back and do bullet points on what's wrong with your theory, shall we? Oh, are you gonna blast through my argument, pew-pew, every single statement? First of all, the fact that the defendant wore gloves doesn't dismiss the possibility that she touched the gun. Yeah. I mean, but her skin flakes were on the gun. That proves it, right? Wrong. Okay, you don't have to be that way. The possibility is still there. It needs to be proven with evidence. Secondly, why would the victim have killed himself after ordering coffee? Well, he wanted the last drink before he goes. You know the whole thing about death row inmates wanting the last meal? Is that this time he wanted the last drink. He wanted to keep himself wide awake from, to feel the painful sensation of a bullet going through. Okay, maybe I can see that part. That does sound very strange. Doesn't it just? And thirdly, show him the photograph, Snow. What photograph? Oh, you mean this? The crime scene photograph? What about it? Oh, is that Lou pulling up the thing I had in mind as well? Definitely for yourself. Does anything strike you as odd, considering what you just said? Maybe perhaps the location of the gun. Oh yeah, it literally is what I was saying, but I spoke it too early. Oh no, I spoiled. The location of the gun. How is that? Yes, the gun was found 10 feet away from the body. Yeah, even Snow mentioned that point blank in the very beginning testimony green statements. An impossible feat the victim had shot himself as he would have dropped the gun as he fell. Or maybe the ghost decided to use the haunting power and move it over. Why would they do that? We're talking about ghosts. They like guns, Brisbane. Ghosts don't exist, you fuckwit. Therefore, proving that he didn't commit suicide. Order, I say. It would indeed seem that the victim couldn't possibly have killed himself. The gun wasn't found close to his body. It appears Mr. Rubin is still under suspicion as the trigger man. Woman. Damn, I thought I was onto something. What other reason could there have been for the bullet to enter the victim vertically? Yeah, the whole thing, like, Again, the autopsy doesn't say point blank, pun intended, about, like, whether it entered the top or bottom of the head. I assume it's, like, most likely the bottom, but that just means, if the bullet entered the top of the victim's head, that means either, like, yeah, the victim fell over at some point, like, they shot, or, like, yeah, the whole thing, or maybe the killer, like, struggled with it, but, with the victim, figure out the gun, like, for example, maybe the victim, like, tripped him up, the victim tripped at the culprit, then, like, they shot toward his head, there, It doesn't make, wait, that doesn't make sense either, because the image I have in my head is, like, they're crawling towards them, like, trying to overtake them, but literally he was found dead face up, not face down. Dang it. Calm down, Judge. I'm not done rippling apart defense's theory yet. Oh my gosh, you have so many bullets. Oh, please, there's hardly anything left to rip apart. Well, I mean, your theory's just right. The bullet didn't enter a point-blank range. There would have been a gunpowder burn around the point of entry. Oh yeah, that too. So the victim was shot from a distance. And where was the bullet from the gun found, Mr. Brisbane? Oh, the police haven't found that yet. Oh. We couldn't find the bullet. I figured just from that one single line alone. Huh? The bullet is missing? Oh, dang. The ghost or the culprit was really adamant to find that bullet. Just lodged in the wall somewhere and just... Oh, I'm keeping this. I love this. No bullet. No, there was no sign of it anywhere in the room. That's very strange. Where could it have gone? Have you tried looking inside the victim? Can I contradict myself right now, please? Please, can I just contradict myself right now? Well, he doesn't say that point blank again, Jesus. The bullet exits the top of his head, you idiot. Okay, just a suggestion. Just know or any comments? Well, I haven't a reason to describe the events as suicide theory. Talk about kicking a guy when he's down. Dang, everyone wants to kick out of this, huh? And he thought there may have been a struggle. A struggle? Would you care to elaborate more on this? Oh, yeah. There must have been a struggle before the victim was shot. How do I know? The coat stand had fallen over. Oh, yeah, I think I pointed that out, too. The victim must have struggled with the gun, knocking the stand over. She then wrestled it off him and, well, you know. This coat stand. Was there anything on it? A coat, perhaps? We found a barrier on her. Nothing was on it. I see. Coat stand to the record. Okay, we're getting the coat stand now, so this is very important then, Let me look into this coat stand a bit more. Already on it. That's a nice looking coat stand. Rooms 206 coat stand was knocked to the floor, was found on the floor and possibly knocked over. As well as why it was found on the floor. I was gonna say, like, since, like, they made it a clear thing that, the victim was shot at a distance, like, the culprit must have shot, you know, the victim, like, at a distance. Like, it wasn't point blank up close. It was a distance, yet there was a struggle? And they knocked over the coat stand? If that's what they're going with. Or maybe, like, one of the two, like, the victim or culprit was just fumbling about and just go, oops, coat stand gone. Ugh. And yeah. Okay, let's go through this. How do you come to that conclusion? You're not a patient guy, are you? Yes, I press everything. Quickly. Wait, hold it! I was just about to explain. How do I know the coat stand had fallen over? Prove it fallen over. The coat stand I saw behind the bed? No, the coat stand that was absolutely nothing to do with this case. Of course I mean the stand behind the bed. Are you talking about the one in the ceiling? Yes. Go figure. Maybe the victim must have struggled with the gun, knocking the stand over. But if you're going with that theory, then if you're saying that, then if Maris was holding the gun, then she like pushed him and like, you know, shot, which I guess. Wonder if we're going down a wonder if we can't pin anything on right now. We might have to go down a whole thing about what is the word? Justified self-defense? Wonder if we could go down that plea for time if we want to stall for time or something like that. Well, yeah, it's not probably not gonna be over. It's gonna be like a last line defense thing. You think that was the only reason? You saw it too, didn't you? You think it was knocked over too? The thought might have crossed my mind. Well, crossed my mind, so guess what? Your mind is my mind, and vice versa, okay? There you go, then. And what other reason could there have been? Anyway, so yeah, the victim and the maid were probably fighting with a gun. She then wrestled it off him, and well, you know. They had a grand old time drinking that coffee together, just telling about their favorite brands, you know? Are you saying the victim was holding the gun to begin with? Hey, that's not a bad theory. What if the victim did have the gun in his hands at the time? Okay. Snow, why are you agreeing with them? Mr. Wrong, I'm not trying to point out how preposterous that statement is. Why would the victim have been holding the gun? That's a good question. Wait a minute. Did he originally intend to shoot Maris? Why did he bring a gun entirely? Was he also supposed to, like, oh boy, wouldn't that be a thing? Like, the victim brought a gun here thinking, like to kill someone at the hotel? Maybe? And then the culprit retaliated in that, maybe. But, the ghost is the most that he came to, but, Maris saw, so, okay, we're going this running theory, then what was it, that, basically speaking, we're going to the fact that, like, the culprit was into the room at the time. Probably it's gonna be a thing. No, I was gonna say, like, what was it? That doesn't make sense. I was gonna say, like, literally, well, maybe it could work. Well, the thing I had in mind, which I almost immediately thought contradicts that, was, Maris, like, opened the door, the victim opened the door, depending on whether it was the door was unlocked. I'm going to get the idea that the door was unlocked for the time being. And she walked to the table, set the coffee down, and nothing else resulted. But quickly, as I mentioned before, the gun, like, I think I remember from the thing, it was a gunshot, then a scream. So, Plus, if the victim's body was on the floor, like, you know, already, both that contradicts, you know, why the coffee is on the table and, you know, the scream. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. Unless it could have just been a thing like, maybe. Like, Maris set the coffee on the table, then, like, when the victim was washing her, then, like, turned around, maybe, the culprit was at the doorway of the room, then shut upwards and hid in the room, then everyone else came inside, and, you know, he snuck into the group. Yeah, that kind of thing. I have a suggestion, Brisbane. What if Miss Rubin was originally intended a victim? But why would... I guess he really hates waitresses and, you know, the staff of hotels, you know? You mean the victim tried to kill the defendant? It's just a theory for now, Your Honor, but it's a possible explanation. Is it just me, or have you been coming up with a lot of so-called theories lately? Don't worry about it. When are we gonna get see some proof for once? I agree, Mr. Wright. Pretty risky accusation to make without proof. Somehow, I don't think the victim will mind. But, Your Honor, Mr. Wright, do you approve the victim attempting to kill the defendant or not? The fact he has a gun in hand? Would that work? If it's not the gun, then I have no idea, so I'm, save scum. I sure do love save scumming. Of course I do. This proves that the victim had intent to kill. He had on hand the victim's gun. Yes, Your Honor. Take a look at its cylinder. It's fully loaded. I never noticed the significance before, but now I notice something strange about the fact that the gun was fully loaded. Since Brisbane discredited the theory that the victim had killed himself, the thought struck me that he would only needed one bullet to shoot himself. Oh yeah, that makes sense too. If the gun was fully loaded, it's likely he meant to kill with it. Oh, I see. You would have only needed one bullet to shoot yourself. Why load all 6 chambers? Well, okay, the first time is in case. Okay, let's not go down that theory. That's way too dark for me. Way too dark. But yeah, so the victim came with on hand for to defend himself, or like literally just to kill someone. But why would that be the maid then? Why would that be Miss Rubin then? Her service was so bad that he decided to this is now turning to a 1-star hotel. Bang. Exactly. Doesn't make sense. Well, it makes sense to him, apparently. Uh-oh, I know that look. Brisbane's planning something. I think it's something worth looking into. Just know, would you mind repeating your testimony in case we miss anything? Okay, once more then. From the top, people. So what we learned is gun. Bang. Okay. It's been a struggle before the victim was shot. How do you jump to... Okay. Oh, so the whole thing over again? The victim must have struggled to wrestle off him and, well, you know. The fallen coat stand. Snow claims it is evidence of a struggle? Sounds possible, but would it contradict a certain piece of evidence? Oh, I think I know now. Coat stand fallen over... I don't know which statement this is gonna be on, so... This is gonna be another case where I think I had the right evidence in mind, but I'm probably the wrong thing. Okay, let's see. What I think I'm going with is the fact, as I mentioned... Okay, so the coat stand is behind the bed, and the gun is 10 feet away from it, in front of the bed. And by that logic... Yeah. Okay, thankfully those are the right statements. Well, hopefully, or maybe all the statements. So you're saying that the stand was knocked over as a result of a struggle? I think he made that perfectly clear, yes. I don't think he did, sorry to say. Gotta come up with another one of your lame contradictions. My objections are not lame! Sort of. Oh, you're saying you are lame, Phoenix? I'm actually taking a leaf out of your book for this one. Wait, why does Brisbane have a book with leaves in it? Well, I can't. He might be a fan of botany, so... What? Let's take a look at the crime scene photo. I was thinking about what you said about the location of the gun, Brisbane. With that in mind, I'd like you to look at the location of the coat stand. Ooh, red square. It's absolutely nowhere near the location of the murder. Oh yeah, how did I miss that? Yes, see, the struggle couldn't have happened. Okay, then what's your explanation? He's got me there. The victim really hated that coat stand, and in his death. That or ghost. The ghost really doesn't like coat stands. Dang, will the coat stand phobia end? To be honest, I'm not sure how the stand could have been knocked over. Ha! It appears this is a mystery from their time. Mystery of the Coat Stand? Oh wow. Oh wow, that's another children's book mystery for you right there. Oh god. Has anyone read those like boxcar children mystery things? I now read the first book, and then like after I saw like how the series just immediately devolved into a mystery thing, that was so strange. And some of the titles, oh boy, there was a mystery for practically everything, so that could fit right there nicely. The mystery of a fallen coat stand. Oh wow, how are we gonna get out of this one, guys? Okay. I believe we have now sent some light on the circumstances of the murder, as well as reveal one or two mysteries that need adjusting. And guess what, Mr. Wrong? You still have a witness to cross-examine. Oh, nice. I forgot about Brisbane's witness. I wonder who it is. And what do they know? You have a witness, Mr. Brisbane? He is not exactly an eyewitness. Remember, the incident happened in somebody's hotel room. But he saw the defendant enter the victim's room before the murder. But he what? Judge, give me 15 minutes to prepare. Very good, Mr. Brisbane. I could use a short break myself. You gonna have some coffee in the meantime? Just make sure I'm, the person who gives you it isn't wearing gloves. Court will resume in 15 minutes. April 3rd, 11:28 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Now my mind immediately goes to the fact of, here you go, sir. Here's your coffee. It's been poisoned. Just immediately start dying, and that person just stares down at the corpse and just goes, April Fools, sir! God damn it. Yeah. Court is now back in session. Mr. Brisbane, is your witness prepared? Yes! Call him in here already. Very well, the court summons this witness to the stand. Say, you look familiar, witness. Have we met before? 3 years ago. Yes. Man, he's been doing a lot. First, it is a famous, like, you know, hotel, then mascot, then dang. Yeah, he's having a grand old journey all around the world, huh? Well, at least I think that was him, the mascot. Oh, yes, sir, we have. I'm flattered that you remembered. I once testified to a murder concerning the Gatewater Hotel, Your Honor. Watergate. Him again? Alright, a murder in a hotel. I should have known he'd be involved. The next time a murder happens, if a murder happens in a motel, will he be there? Probably a downgrade version of him. Right, can we have your name and profession, please? I am the only bellboy at the Maplethorpe Hotel, sir. Your name? Right, and your name? I prefer not to give my name, sir, for the pride of my profession. You're in a court of law! You're required to! I'm sure we can trust the system's knowledge of his name. My god, we're never gonna learn this guy's name, huh? Not even the entire series, no. We've done this before, after all. Gah, fine. That's the interesting thing about just, Bellboy, come on, stand, Edgeworth, just tell us what it is. Oh, yes, absolutely, sir. And no mention of a name, just like, I'm just gonna nail Phoenix down with this guy immediately. We're just get the brass tacks, pleasantries. Just go straight down to nailing Phoenix down and digging his own grave. Really nice. Witness, did you say that you now work at the Maplethorpe Hotel? Oh, misanthropic. Oh, right, you're wondering about the Gatewater uniform, yes? Oh, yeah, that. Well, I very much loathe to leave the Gatewater, sir. After all, the hotel has since become the Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Oh my god, please don't tell me that subtitle's made into the actual thing. Oh my god. Was that a subtitle when they went to the Magic Free thing? The second game? Well, I admit I get the title myself. Okay, good. Oh my god. Didn't catch on, I take it. How is this even relevant? It's relevant to everything. Brisbane, don't worry about it. But why did you leave? That wasn't a job for me, sir. It was at a place also run by Gatewater. How could I have refused? Oh? What was your new job? I'd rather not talk about it, sir. Oh. It was only a short while until I yearned for the bellboy profession once again. So here I am at the Maplethorpe Hotel, and the owner was kind enough to let me keep the uniform, sir. Keep the... as I feel my heart still belongs to Gatewater. That sounds like... sounds very weird. I love my job at the Gatewater Hotel, sir, so I'm going to go to another hotel and keep this uniform on to show my gratitude of it. And the owner every single time just like sees the bow in the costume like, oh dear God. No wonder Mr. Maplethorpe is so misanthropic then. Touching. Are we done here now? Can we have your testimony, Mr. Bellboy? First name Bell, last name Boy. Bell, Boy. So it's actually Mr. Boy. Got it? Of course, sir. I'm always happy to help. So the Bellboy's a sole witness, huh? Wonder what he knows. Here we go. What I witnessed. Huh, let's see now. I was in the hallway at around 1 a.m. Oh, you're sleepwalking? I was watching Miss Rubin. She was outside room 206 with a tray. Roughly a minute later, I heard a gunshot and a scream from the room. Oh yes, and I clearly remember the black gloves she was wearing beforehand. Oh boy. Thank you for testimony, witness. You may begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. So the bellboy was the sole witness, or as close to witness as he could be. Dang, so it wasn't a random guest walking around thinking like, you know, like they were going to the restroom and like, on the second floor of the hotel. Where are you on the second floor? Okay, press everything up. Press this guy's buttons. Why were you hanging around that early in the morning? I guess I requested room service, sir. Oh. Oh, okay. On my way down, Miss Rubin appeared from the stairs. I was watching Miss Rubin. She was outside of the room just with a tray. You were watching her? Yes, sir. Is there something wrong? That's creepy. There is, as a matter of fact. Why are you blushing? Am I, sir? I didn't even notice. Yes, witness, you turned quite a deep shade of red. That's pink? Oh, it's nothing, Your Honor. I can assure you. Oh dear, I think I know what's happening here. Sigh. So, why were you watching her so late at night again? I sure you did nothing untoward, sir. I was just leaving the second floor, heading towards the elevator. I saw Miss Rubin appear from the stairs. I wondered what she was up to so late at night, so I suddenly watched what she was doing. Roughly a minute later, I heard a gunshot and a scream from the room. You can confirm that both sounds came from the victim's room? Absolutely, sir. Without a doubt. Oh boy, there's that phrase again. There are a few things that bother me about the Bellboy right now. That phrase, his catchphrase. What should I ask? One second. Oh, there's that. Okay, I want to know that. I literally brought that up. So what were you doing on the second floor? I guess requested room service, sir. Oh yeah, I literally forgot about that. Actually, it was the victim, Mr. Maris is giving the victim room service? A cup of coffee? What, were you there to give him a back massage or something like that? What? The bellboy delivered something to the victim too? The victim asked you to deliver something as well? Yes, sir. I too thought it was a bit strange when Mr. Rubin delivered something too. That's why I was watching her, you see? So what did you do? What did you deliver to the victim? A cup of coffee, Your Honor. The victim really likes her coffee, huh? Do we have another Godo 2.0? Coffee? Exactly the same thing Maris delivered. How did the victim order the same thing twice? And at different times? Witness, are you sure it was coffee? Absolutely, indubitably, indeed, sir. This is interesting. You're telling me. It didn't happen, witness. I'm fairly certain that... No. It didn't happen. There wasn't another cup found in the victim's room. Just the one defendant brought in. Huh. Strange. Well, there's another mystery on the pile of, if we're gonna believe what the Bellboy's saying right now, there's a missing cup. Like, there's another, like, a missing coffee cup, and after the pile of, like, the mysterious fallen over coat stand, well, you make into a giant book series. The boxcar children, and the mysterious fallen coat stand, the boxcar children, mysterious missing coffee cup. Oh my god. Just imagine a series that goes so down the gutters of how many releases there are that, like, that becomes a title or something like that. Oh boy. You notice the guy she was wearing? Yes, quite distinctively wear. I thought it was strange. I'd never seen her wear those before, sir. I can assure you, it was room temperature in the hotel. The Bellboy saw Maris enter the victim's room. This can't be good. Let's see, I was in the hallway at around 1 a.m. Oh, so they present something here now? Oh, wait. Where was it? Oh, yeah, the other questions, so maybe those add other things. Okay, I don't remember what statement it was. I think it was this statement that does the questions? No. With a tray. Okay, not blush. Maybe I think this is the question, the statement of the question. I want to go through these two questions first, then end off. Where were you? So where were you when you heard these sounds? I was still in the second floor corridor, sir. Is there a problem? There is, actually. Why were you still on the second floor? I thought you were on your way down. Oh yeah, I see I was going to the elevator. Do elevators take that long? Well, literally for us, like, literally from, maybe just how it is with the elevator super fast for us when we go to different floors, so probably should be really fast to get to him too, right? Yes, well, the elevator wasn't working, sir. Oh, yeah. The elevator stopped working for us, too, and then we took the stairs, and that's how we saw the broken handrail. The Boxstar children in the mysterious broken elevator! Oh, God. Oh, yeah, it wasn't, was it? Wait, but you came up in the elevator, didn't you? Yes, it was functioning just fine when I used it. So, what time did you arrive on the second floor? It was about 5 minutes before Miss Rubin arrived, sir. 5 minutes. My guess is Maris was busy tending to her wound at that time. Let's answer the question another time. Can you describe the sounds you heard in as much detail as you can? Very good, sir. It was a female scream, undoubtedly the defendant's resonant voice. Resonant. But it was the gunshot that really made me jump out of my skin, sir. It was a loud, booming noise. Loud booming. Okay. Loud and booming. Huh. That was quite a lot of questioning for one statement, Mr. Wright. I'm being very thorough. Is there anything about you wish to add to the testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to go to add this information to his testimony. Oh boy. It's gonna be one of these three. Don't know if we'll think about time right now, but... Okay, I found the gunshot from the elevator. Don't think we have anything evidence with the elevator or not, so I don't think we have to use that. Gunshot. Wait. Actually, I think we have time for this. Let's see that. It just hit connected with me just now. Just from I've been in a gun range before, and literally I have a friend who has a gun. Wait, can you tell us more about the gunshot you heard? Okay, witness. Well, as I said, sir, it was a loud, booming gunshot, very loud, in fact. I think this is where it comes into play. We'll do this, and we'll end off. Objection! Are you sure the sound was that loud, witness? Quite possibly the loudest sound I've ever heard, sir. Why? What's wrong? It just doesn't add up. Don't defense attorney just speak frankly anymore? Well, my name's not Frank, okay? Mr. Brisbane, Mr. Brainbiz. Brainbiz, Briz. That's a good name. Get to the point. I'm not a pencil. If the gunshot the bellboy heard was so loud and booming, then this gun couldn't have been the murder weapon. So obviously it must have been the other gun that we have in hand. That comes to the question of the unique bullets I thought in hand? Yeah. Unless it's just, you know, it's a thing for this kind of a gun. I could be wrong with that. I should probably look that up before making statements like that. Yeah. But you see, this gun is a small caliber revolver. Clearly something incapable of producing a sound so loud. Ugh. You have a point, Mr. Wright. A firearm that size. Okay, you're explaining the judge. I object that... I object! Well, guess what? Do you have an exclamation mark on hand? I think you do, but no, it's not gonna work this time. But we're gonna go down and figure out... Well, we basically already know what the gunshot goes to, just now I already said it. But we'll explain this to this lovely gentleman all across the room from us, and the judge, and the bellboy who so does love the sound of gunshots, next time. So, have a fun time watching as I am playing this. I'll see you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you have a fantastic day.